Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. Strong emotions with this full moon, that's what I got from the guides. And they said that, yeah, of course, as we are humans, we love to express ourselves, I wanted to say. And yeah, under this full moon we could have quite intense emotions, quite strong emotions, so this necessity to express yourself may be also quite strong. And of course, as you're not alone in this, caution could be a good idea because yeah, if we have many people with really strong emotions in one way, in one direction or the other, this could be a little difficult to manage. So just make sure that you manage yourself well and yeah, be compassionate and understanding with yourself and others. So let's see what we can do for our physical body to process and integrate those energies. It's cold, as always at the moment. So yeah, well, let's get started. Little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Sit bones together and then you think like a fountain through the crown of your head, continuously moving. So you've got the weight off your legs, relaxed knees, relaxed elbows, and then ribs together, navel towards your spine. And we're good to go with the reaffirmation of the upper arms, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything and lengthening here. Just lengthen, ribs together, lengthening everything and just relaxing. Okay, and again, little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening, ribs together. Keep lengthening and relax. Okay, so other way, we're working our way around the arms. So now palms to the back. Make sure to not force it. It's lengthening and then you've got your arms relaxed. Thumbs towards the little fingers, just everything's long and relaxing. Just relaxing. One more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, and relaxing. Okay, good. With that same muscle coordination, we're off to the end of the mat, lengthening and just going down, relaxing the head, relaxing here. You're not expected to be able to do this. Yeah. Just in case I forget to say, you relax your knees, you can put some yoga blocks or books, whatever you've got at hand, underneath here, and you're not expected to have a straight back either. You know, we're just navel towards the spine, thinking of lengthening between the pubic bone and the navel, lengthening, which also stretches a little bit your lower back, maybe if you don't feel it yet. You know, that will come, and then you think of the fountain lengthening, so it's rounding, relaxing here, and lengthening. And again, rounding your lower back, not the upper back, yes, and lengthening, and one more, rounding, and lengthening, and relaxing. Okay, just relaxing. Breathing. Okay. Good. Now we're doing it again. Lengthening from here, navel in and lengthen. And now we're turning our upper body, but your hips keep stable. We do this by looking at the middle finger and following it. Don't overtake it. I think I went a little fast here. And now you visualize an even bigger part of the circle when going down. Now, so it's like floating arm, and lengthening. So it's about how you can turn your body, not what you can do with your arm. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening navel in, just downwards, and again lengthening, 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 downwards, lengthening, 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 and relaxing. Just let the blood flow back, and the hair. Okay, right. The next exercise, here comes the challenge now. The guides told us just skip this if you already know it. The guides told us in August that we have, or that as we're living in challenging times, we really need stability within ourselves to project this to the outside and to stand up for ourselves and our necessities. So the following exercise, it's really serving us with that. And of course, there are many people who have emotional issues around the lower back and the hips manifesting, because that's just what is happening at the moment. Yeah, that the emotions which manifest here are on a high. So we need to do something about that to be healthy and to manage. Okay, so here we go. You can do that even if you're here for the first time, because it's the same thing than what we have been doing. You can bend here, you can put something underneath, you've got your hips parallel to the floor, and the heel of your supporting leg is on the floor, and then you just bend one leg. So this is all it is. And then from the center, you visualize long, whatever. Yeah, so this is what it looks with me, but it can look totally different with you, right? No problem. Thinking long and having your hips here parallel, that's what it's about. Okay, so let's see, feel if there is some space, and as long as you notice there is some space, as you visualize the lines, center line to parallel lines, that's your other body, you keep going. If there is no more space to gain or to feel, you change legs. Okay, so it can take longer on one side than on the other, but that does not matter. Just looking here. Okay, lengthening. Something in my eye. Well, okay, lengthening. And relaxing. Okay, so now we repeat this and we lengthen a bit more. So just see what happens. If nothing happens, no problem. You just visualize it and see what happens. So here we are, lengthening, whatever that means for you. Don't get ambitious. You know, over time you will get longer anyway, because you're visualizing that, you're giving it out, and your body always does what it can to do what you like, what you want to be doing. Okay, so lengthening. Lengthening. And release. Okay, I need to repeat this. You do what your body tells you. So, repetition, next exercise, or maybe taking a break. Okay, so lengthening. I have my elbows relaxed. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was different. And if you really feel like a kind of relief, that's your autonomic nervous system telling you that you have been processing quite a lot, because that's what our body is, an energy field, and everything happening is, of course, also happening in our body. Relaxing. Yeah. Wow, okay, just relaxing now, relaxing the back, and then see how you are, just checking with your body for a moment. Lengthen, if you feel like that, or relaxing, shaking off a little bit from your energy field, always three-dimensional with your arms. If you notice a little weird feeling, or you notice tension or some pain, let's see what you can do about it, yeah? Like a little massage for something, or just thinking long really makes a difference very often. Okay, I just need a little bit more to get this energy field going. And then I'm just wondering what we are doing. Oh, right, okay. They want it on our knees, but if you notice that it's a little tender, or you don't feel well on your knees, you can always put something underneath, like a cushion or something that really, like that, feels warm and cozy. Okay, so I've got my knees in line with my hips or muscle line. Now, one leg is in front, yeah, and it's right in front to maintain the fountain. Now, lengthening the arms diagonally forwards and diagonally down, so everything is relaxed. Shoulder blades are parallel. And now I'm just here, lengthening my leg and relaxing. And lengthening, and it's not about lifting, it's about lengthening the body. Yeah? Lifting would be something like this, but that's not what we're aiming at. This is what we're aiming at. Okay? So 3 times, lengthen, and come back. Biggest possible circle. Changing legs. If you can't lift your leg, don't worry. You're not on your own. That's the difficult thing at the beginning, and you're only supposed to activate this at the beginning, right? And then at some point your leg will lift. It will leave the floor. If you lengthen, see, this is what you're supposed to do at the beginning. Lengthening. And then you see how far it goes. Okay, so one more, and then one more, because we've done 3 on the other side. Lengthening and lengthening, lengthening. Okay, good. Other side. Again, lengthening and biggest possible circle, and we're lengthening here. And then just see, if you are parallel to the floor, and that's not too difficult, then you can start with this circle. It's energy out of your head, out of your elbow, out of that toe. Yeah, so this is why it works, and how it works, and how, as the energy moves through the leg holds itself, because that's the idea. It's not you holding, because that would mean you're gripping in your hip, and that's not what we want. Not healthy. We've been talking about this lower back, hip connection. Nope. That needs to be long. Okay, so long leg, and if you are there, then you can have it lengthening, and just lengthening out of the hip, thinking out, weight off the leg, away from the leg, in your center, and lengthening, and coming back, and lengthening, and relaxing. Okay, let's see what our lower back says. Okay. Yeah, good, right? Want to be doing a little bit more. Right, what's next? Okay, so next is, what did they say? Okay, right. We are on our underarms, so from here, the little fingers in line with our elbows, hips and heels in line, and I'm crossing the upper leg over. Now from here, I think the fountain, so I think my upper body long, and I lift, either like this or like this. Hopefully not slipping on my socks. Breathing in, and on the, just make sure you're not here, you're coming from the fountain, yeah? And up, back forwards, and we've got one more, breathing in, and lengthen, and relax. Okay, if that was not a big deal, you can do it like this. Now you've got your fingers pointing away from you, not to the front as before, because you want to bend your elbow and have your shoulders relaxed. Same thing, crossed over, and from the sit bones to the head, and then you either go on up like this or here. And now you relax, breathing in, and lengthening, up, and back forwards, relaxing. One more time, breathing in, and lengthening, up, and let's see if we can do that. It's tricky to balance at the moment with this sock situation, see that? Well, okay, but I'm always curious, and I like to lengthen from the center. It really feels so good, so just visualize that, and it always takes a little bit of courage because, yeah, as you can see, little finger in line with your elbow, hips and heels, and then I'm crossing over here, breathing in, and either here or here, lengthening and lowering, breathing in, on the out breath from the center, lengthening, and lowering. Okay, one more time, breathing in, and lengthening, and down we go. Okay, fingers pointing in that direction, relaxing the elbow, breathing in, and lengthening, up, or bend. I didn't show it this time, but I'm sure you know what I mean. And lengthening, so here, yeah, or there, lengthening, back forwards, so you really got the full length, and from your sit bone through to your head one more time, and lengthen, and lengthen, lengthening up. Wow, interesting here, it's easier now, and relax. Good. Okay, relax your back. I'm again into, well, a full moon is letting go, so yeah, I mean, it could not be more accurate. What can we say? This is so interesting. Okay, next, they say we have a little balance. Well, we just had a balance, but anyway, you can do that on your underarms. Little fingers in line with your elbows and your little toes, and then it's like this. Well, I think I just need to see if I can demonstrate this better, otherwise it may look a little bit like, so here we are, yes? So it's navel in and relax. One more time, and lengthen, navel in. Okay, good, so you do that a couple of times, yes, either here, or you can do it in the plank position, and then it's here, lengthening, always think them close to my body, so I have no worries about my shoulders. Lengthen. And anyway, if you think the fountain energy through your head, the shoulders should be relaxed. Because what makes your shoulders come up is that you forget to lengthen your head. Yeah, the shoulders, the poor shoulders, are not guilty. Okay, so one variation. If you are here in the flat position, you can lengthen one leg. Just think sit bone heel, energy through the sit bone heel, and energy through. And of course, you can go wandering here, and again here, lengthen. The important thing is that your arms are a little lower than your shoulder, and always, just demonstrate it again, making sure that your shoulder blades are parallel. See this? There. If I'm going too far, this is not helpful because it's pressurizing my lower back then, yeah? If I'm here, that's it. Not necessary. Okay, just relax again. A little bit more. And I just wonder what's next. Yeah. Okay, so we are here. Relaxing. Good. A little bit up. Little toes in line with your hips or your muscle line. And now your hands behind your head. Breathing in through your nose. Sit bones to your head coming up, lengthening. Biggest possible circle. And then in the biggest possible circle, down we go. Okay, one more time. Breathing in. Sit bones to your head coming up. Abs technique, ribs together, lengthening. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen, 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 lengthen. Okay, good. Breathing in one more time. Sit bones to your head, lengthening. Okay. So from here, we just take the legs in and up. You're not supposed to be able to stretch your legs, so if you can do this, sit bones feel perfect, yes? It's about that line, not about what your legs look like. Okay, sit bones head, lengthen. And all we do is let the energy flow through the toes, navel in, through the head, mainly, and elbows. And relax. Okay, breathing in, sit bones to your head coming up. Re-establishing that line. Now we do a little reaffirmation of the upper thighs by opening our toes. So you keep your heels together and the energy flows through and it flows through. And you notice lengthening how this lengthens. It won't if you don't think of lengthening and you don't think of your navel in. So it's like two-way stretch. But this stretch is not done, it's visualized. Yeah, I always visualize everything. And then I think navel in. So thinking and visualizing just makes it work. Move. Okay, one more time. Sit bones to your head, lengthening. Lengthening. Again, and it can always be here. Yes, please remember. Now we're on the floor, but the sit bones are off the floor. Sit bones, navel as a connection. I can slightly move my butt. Yes, I've got my hips still parallel to the ceiling or the mat, whatever you want to have as reference point. Navel in and in. Lengthening, keep lengthening, keep lengthening, and release. So it's not about much turning, it's about much lengthening, and then having the freedom, yeah? So it very lightly turns, not like forcing it, okay? That's very important, that difference. Okay, so one more time, sit bones to your head, lengthen. And lengthen. navel in, and now I'm lengthening one leg, and I can lengthen until sit bone heel, and then I'm lengthening more upper body and the leg, and I'm coming back. If that's too much and the navel comes out, you just do a smaller circle. You can go to here. I mean, lowering is not a big deal. Gravitation does it on its own. Navel in and lengthen. So it's describing this point of turning to come up. That's the interesting part. Okay? So we're doing 4 here, and you do them as you can do them. Okay? So lengthen and lengthen even more, very slowly coming up. From the center line, we're now going into the outer line, which means the line from the hips or the muscle line to my little toe. Got 2 more. Lengthen and up and lengthen. Yeah, and we apparently get to do quite a lot of work with our legs now, so okay, be prepared. Just relax your back a little bit before we go on from this position. Okay, so sit bones to the head, lengthening. Okay. And now they say we're stretching out and then coming up and in. You can also grab your leg with one hand and have one hand here. So either like this or like this, whatever you can. Just make sure it's sit bone heel and now working from the back, not lifting up like this. It's lengthening your upper body and lengthening your back. The back of your leg, sorry, but lengthening your back as well, yes. Okay, so we've got one more. That makes 4 altogether, so it's really lengthening here, yes. Okay, now I'm changing legs, I'm going to say. Lengthen, and again, little toe in line with your little muscle line. And of course, we've got the sit bones in line with your heel. Lengthen, navel in, or relax. And we do 2 more. Lengthen, navel in, bending in. Yeah, it always feels nice and it's nice and fluid, but we need to feel where we are and then navel in and relax. Now, changing, the leg goes up in the air, it can be bent, of course, yes. Little flex, because the energy is just from the sit bone going through the heel. The toes are relaxed. So from here, we've got it lengthening, and navel in, and again lengthening, and lengthening, bending in. And again, little toe in line with the hip or muscle line. You can have a bent leg, navel in, so it's lengthening in 2 directions. Yes. And again, up. Last one. So lengthening and lengthening in both directions. And in. Other leg. And lengthening. And in, navel in. When you go in, it's very important that the energy comes out of your knee, because then you think like through here and your hip is free. It makes a big, big difference. Lengthen, I think I will show that after I have finished here. One more to not interrupt the sequence. Lengthen. Okay, so I just do it one more time with the other leg so you can see it. I'm lengthening here, and now it's not in, that would be in. It's lengthening from here, so it's going there and there, Yeah, you can really feel that in your hip, in case you could not see it now. Okay, just relax your back a little bit. And they say now, or they tell me now, we do 8 ones straight. We don't do the twist and turning. I then get to do my personal exercise, and you can either do it with me or you're done. Because they always say that one's optional, but it's not optional for me, but there are some of you who need to do that. So this is why I'm not doing it on my own after the video. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so sit bones, head lengthening, coming up, and now we're just meant to do 8 straight, lengthening. And it's just before you stretch that it's like a little break, lengthening, to really see what is happening. Okay. And lengthen. Okay, good. Now my version is, well, lengthening both from here and here. Wow. I did not count, but I believe to do 8. I will just follow a little bit my instinct or intuition. Yeah, just trying to see what is more difficult. Yeah. Possibly it's better to be on the floor actually. Okay, wow. Okay, just do what you need to do to finish the class, to feel good in your own skin. My body is like moving by itself. And that's actually good. Yes, if there is something that your body just does by itself, allow it to do that. Okay, so thank you very, very much for your participation in today's class. And of course, if this channel helps you, please subscribe, and also subscribe to Hike About It on YouTube, which is my weekly, or which houses my weekly energy updates. And there is Hike Downs on Instagram, where you get your daily dose from my guides. Because they always say we are living in very challenging times of change, and we really need to help each other, to support, to help, to consolate, sometimes comfort, and to cheer us up. So this is what we do. So thank you for being part of this community. Lots and lots of love, and I see you for the next class.